Good evening, everyone. A few months back, in a student-led conference, a young girl of grade 7 stood up and shared about creating a peace garden on campus, a space for reflection, quiet, and connection with nature. She also shared that we don't need more classrooms, rather, we need more spaces to think. And that, according to me, is wisdom, which cannot be taught through textbook, but nurtured in the right environment. Today, we live in the times that are transforming every minute, be it artificial intelligence, be it global conflicts, and be it revolution of digital era. All of it are reshaping, transforming our world at such a pace that no textbook can keep up. No longer it's a question that what we should teach, but why do we teach? And how do we teach our students so that we prepare them not just for jobs, but for lives? As a principal of international school, I witness every day how education is evolving and how it should evolve further. After deep reflection, I have identified 5 ways in which we can transform the future of education. The first one that I believe is shift from content to competency. And I believe this is the major transformation which is required, a shift from content mastery to competency development. I remember 30 years back when I started teaching, we used to focus on what students should know. But now we must focus on what they should be able to do with the knowledge that they hold. This means we have to teach them critical thinking in the era of knowledge overload, information overload. It means teaching them creative thinking and innovation in an age of automation. It means teaching them collaboration in the differences that exist in the world, teaching them communication on the various platforms and culture, and yes, teaching them compassion in a highly increasing complex societies. And these competencies, I believe, can be developed by implementing project-based learning, by letting them experience real-life challenges and giving them meaningful feedback. The next way that I believe is focus on personalization rather than standardization. Every child learns differently, and the future of education must embrace personalization, not just in path and pace, but also in purpose. And technology can help us achieve this without replacing teachers, but by empowering them with the tools that helps them identify each student's need and purpose, strength. I also believe implementation of learning analytics will not only give us academic patterns, but also emotional and social development of students. But beware, this data should not be used to label any student, but rather to liberate, their potential. Third point that I believe would bring in transformation is integrated learning versus isolated learning. The problems of this world do not come to us in a neatly packed subjects. The global warming isn't just a problem of science. Social injustice isn't just a problem of social studies. And artificial intelligence isn't just an computer science concern. It is very important for us to break down these isolations. It is important for us not to teach subjects in silos, but rather incorporate integrated learning, interdisciplinary learning through projects that are based on various disciplines, where students can apply their understandings of various disciplines to resolve, which indirectly means collaborating with organizations, collaborating with communities beyond the walls of school, which also brings an understanding that learning happens everywhere, not just in the classes. The next point that I wish to put forth is building technology. Technology provides us with ample of opportunities for personalization, for connections, and for creations. But all of us also know technology offers profound challenges when it comes to creativity, when it comes to human connections. All of us have mastered technology more so during COVID. That was the need of the hour then. As schools, we have to train our students to not be just the consumers of technology, not to just consume technology, but use it as a tool to create and be the creators. And when I say future of education, I'm not talking about choosing between technology and tradition. I'm talking about leveraging technology while preserving human relationships at the heart of every learning. The key focus here that I wish to put forth is to utilize technology to amplify potential, not to substitute. And the most important, and my fifth way of transformation, is schools will have to step up and create an ecosystem where innovation would spark, where startups should begin. And this can happen only when we create a culture of inquiry, we create a culture of curiosity among students, we foster collaboration, we foster teamwork, we encourage hands-on learning, we build digital literacy early on, we promote global perspective, and very, very, very important, we build resilience and adaptability in our students. Now the question is, where does this transformation begin with? The transformation begins from nowhere other than us. If you are a teacher, start not just by asking what your students should know, but also who they should become. If you are a parent sitting here, advocate for education that nurtures your child's potential, not just his or her test scores. And if you are a policy maker sitting right there, create an assessment system that assesses what matters, not what's easy to measure. And to all my students sitting here, understand education is not something done to you, it is what you create for yourself. And very humbly, to all my citizens who are concerned about collaborative future, encourage education innovations that cultures wisdom, not just knowledge. The future of education is not just about better technologies, but future of education is about wider, wiser humanity. It is about creating a world where knowledge serves compassion, where innovation would serve equity, and where learning serves life. So the future of education has to be a journey inward as much as it is a journey outward. And that is the future of education I envision, not the one which will just transform facts, but the one that transforms life. Together, we will have to create the educational system that focuses just not on the information, but illumination. Not just in providing answers, but giving you wisdom to ask better questions. As for the future of education, let us dare, when I say, let us dare to reimagine education as a lighthouse, not just showing the shore to the students, but helping them navigate the storm. Let us be that light towards wisdom. Thank you.